Hey everybody, okay, talking about movie review assignment number 1. You're in the process of working on it now. So you were either assigned Blade Runner, the 1982 one, not the 2049. If you're having troubles accessing it, let me know. The other one was Ex Machina. I call it Ex Machina. It's super awesome, really interesting movie. I, Robot, a classic in the sense of a lot of people in my age category had seen it, of course, as well. Terminator, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, that's a good one. Johnny Mnemonic, Keanu Reeves, who's made a huge thing. I mean, as John Wick has really come along. Matrix. Guy's been in some really big stuff. Johnny Mnemonic was not that big, but I actually met Keanu Reeves as a kid, actually numerous times. He was part of filming a movie at our house with a guy named Charles Bronson, who was huge in my day. And so, well, when I say my house, my parents' house, but it was a lot of fun. I got to spend about 8 months on movie sets and do a lot of cool stuff. So if you ever want to hear more, let me know. Then we also had Back to the Future 2 and then Minority Report. So Back to the Future 2, obviously Michael J. Fox as a kid, one of the iconic sci-fi series out there. Minority Report, that's the one with Tom Cruise. A lot of fun and very interesting. And then Running Man, another Arnold movie. It was actually a fun one as well, and looks at it from a bit of a different perspective. So keep in mind what you're doing with those movies, okay? So watch them. Talk about the assignment in the sense of, explain the struggles people are having. And when I say struggles, not saying, hey, he's fighting this guy. The struggle is something along the lines of, what's he dealing with? A difficult situation of, does he fight the government or does he not? Does he try to fall in line? Can he fall in line? Does he go against the grain to do the right thing? That's the big epic struggle type concept in these types of movies usually, or things like that. And then sort of talk about the things that they tried to predict and whether they got it right. What I mean by right, okay, nothing's ever going to be perfectly right, but did they get components right or concepts? Keep in mind when that movie was filmed, what we had for technology. Do a little research. So the movie was filmed in 1982. What did we have for technology? Where were we at? It's easy to find that online. There's a lot of things out there that sort of show you what was invented and when and stuff. So anyway, take a good look at that. The movies are a great selection. It's going to be a nice diverse read for me, so I'm excited. And some of them I really love, some of them I love less, but they're all quite interesting in their own right. Some of them will be very old, especially for the younger people in my class. They're the sci-fi in the sense of the actual special effects and stuff like that will not be obviously today's standard, but that's not what I'm getting you to look for or focus on. Was the story any good? A lot of these being from the 80s and 90s, they keep in mind movies then had a very specific purpose and an approach. And sci-fi was really developing. So it, some of it's a little more over the top. That was sort of the approach back then, the old school tough guy, things like that. So anyway, so hopefully you have some fun with it. I really do. So just wanted to say that. Week 6. Next week, we're going to be doing Star Wars and Marvel. So I'm going to do an update on that. So you're going to get part of the info and then I'll give you the rest. But I want to give a tribute to Marvel. They've earned it for sure in the sense of changing the genre. So, I mean, obviously we know, Marvel now has the #1 spot with Avengers for the #1 all-time worldwide sales. Finally, someone topped Avatar. So, I mean, and the fact that they created this immense of, 20 whatever plus movie phase where it started with Iron Man 1 and blew up the genre. So it opened up to a lot of different people, and it also opened doors for other movies that technically weren't part of it. I attribute Iron Man and that to also be part of why movies like Deadpool were possible, because finally someone would listen to Ryan Reynolds say, we need an R-rated superhero movie. Before that, they're like, no way, no way. Ryan Reynolds has been fighting for it for a long time, so it's just great to see they really opened the doors there too. So, and then Star Wars, keep in mind, starting back in '77, made such a huge impact. It was unbelievable. You cannot underestimate the value that had All right, that's what allowed even the MCU to be possible, in my opinion, because it opened the door to big things. Hope you like my glove. If you don't know what it is, you need to watch more Marvel. I will forgive that. Also got some fun little Black Ops stuff. Used to be a great game back in the day. I was quite a collector of weird stuff like that. And then of course, we can't help but leave out the lightsaber. And we'll talk about what a huge impact Star Wars was. Whether you like Star Wars or not, because there's always going to be some in the group that don't like it, that's fair enough, but you still have to recognize the impact it had. It's what my generation, me being an Xer, really drove us to innovate, drove us in many ways. And it also, and not because it had great technology in the movie, but it's because we saw what was possible and how fun it was, and it opened the door. Star Wars really took it to the next level. So, super pumped about all that. It's going to be a great week. Excited to see the reviews. And yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.